Hello friends, Namaste. This is Bharat Ahuja and you are on David Tech. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing and hit that bell icon to get notified about my future videos. So in today's video, we are going to talk about the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. This is the 5G version. So make sure you watch the video till the end. And if you like this video, please share your thumbs up, comment in the video and share this video with your friends. Let's now jump to the review that I have collected after using this for a few days. Today we are going to review the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. This is the 5G version. The one that I have with me is the 128 gigs hard disk with 12 GB RAM. If you want to see the unboxing review of this, you can click the link up here and I'll share the unboxing part of this. Today we are going to review the features that I was not able to discover while unboxing and something that I learned after using this device for a few days. So let's start with the list. So the first thing that I learned was the fingerprint sensor on the screen. Typically when you configure the fingerprint, it doesn't work that easy. So when you expect it to work, normally it doesn't work. The reason being you have to push it hard and configure it properly. So once I configured the touch on the screen properly, I just had to press it little hard and it was good. So once again, all you have to do is configure the touch properly and touch it at the appropriate place and it works. The Face ID configuration was a lot faster compared to the one in iPhone. It barely took a few seconds to configure it. Another interesting thing that I liked about the phone was these wallpapers. So if I try to bring the wallpaper on screen, you would see that while we are talking, the wallpaper would continuously change their color, and that I found pretty amazing. It kind of gives me a happy feeling to look at these colors. It's changing from blue to red and everything without even doing anything. So that's something I like, which I don't have in Apple. Another research that I did was the memory card, the external memory card slot. So this is the tray. It has the SIM card slot and the memory card slot. The capacity of the memory card at the max can be up to 1 terabyte. The challenge is to find a 1 terabyte worth of micro SD card. There are two variants of Samsung Galaxy S20. It comes in a global version and the North American version. This is the North American version here in Canada. This doesn't support dual SIM. And the reason for not supporting dual SIM in North America, what I learned was the CDMA bandwidth, which does not support dual SIM, which is why the North American version does not have dual SIM capabilities or they are disabled. The second difference in the global version and the North American version that I found was the processor. The North American version or the US version that we get in Canada has Snapdragon 865 and the global version has Exynos 990. And the global version does have the dual SIM support, which North American version does not have. Other than these two differences, the global version and the North American version, they are pretty much the same. Let's go to the next difference. So when I compared this Samsung S20 with my old S9 Plus, the difference was S9 has a physical fingerprint sensor, whereas this S20 has the on-screen sensor. So definitely the physical sensor was a lot better than using the on-screen, because if I look at this, it's a lot faster to unlock compared to this one. You have to keep searching where to touch, and that is pretty easy here in this. You don't have to worry where to touch. You just have to touch the sensor and it unlocks. Another difference that I found, or a feature that was missing in this new version, was haptic touch. When you touch the screen like this, it doesn't give you a haptic feel on the screen. However, in the S9 Plus, when you touch, it gives you that haptic vibration and that turns on the lights on the screen, and you basically come to know that it's unlocked or it's responding to your touch. However, with this phone, you are in doubt if this was taking your touch or not. Even when you unlock the phone, it doesn't give that haptic vibration. It could be possible that it has some setting that I have not enabled, but for me it doesn't give a vibration or a haptic touch. This has a waterproofing of IP68, which means it can stand up to 1.5 meters of water for up to 30 minutes. So not very water friendly. The front facing camera is 40 megapixel, and when we go to the back, we actually have 3 cameras, and the fourth one, this one, is the depth vision. So this camera is the 12 megapixel wide angle camera. This one is the 108 megapixel ultra wide camera, and this one, the third one, is the 48 megapixel telephoto camera. So the Bixby button is gone. That's what I learned, that the previous version had some button for Bixby. Here, like as I can see in S9 Plus, I see 3 buttons on the left. One is this is the volume rocker and a extra button here, and the volume rocker is moved from the left hand side to the right hand side. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra supports Bixby, Bixby Vision, Samsung Knox, surround sounds, and Samsung DeX. If you want to watch my video on Samsung DeX, click here. I have made a separate video for how to use Samsung DeX application with Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra without having to get a DeX device or anything. You can simply connect it to the cable. The 100x space zoom looks fancy but is not very user friendly. I tested the 100x zoom. I made a few tests. I'm gonna show you a few pictures here. So as you can see, I clicked a few photographs with 0.5x zoom, 1x zoom, 2x zoom, 4x zoom, 10x zoom, 30x zoom, and 100x zoom. Now as you can see, at 100x zoom the picture quality is getting blur. I may have to get the camera on the tripod to stabilize the image, but when I was holding the phone in my hands, the picture quality was not that good. And even when I went to like 30x zoom, the difference between 30x and 100x was not that big. Then when you click on these buttons, like for example, I'm looking at this gas station in the night vision, so I click on this, which uses the first lens, then this is the second camera, and then this goes all the way to the third camera. Now you can switch between these cameras by just simply doing a zoom in and zoom out, and the camera will smartly decide which lens to use. Talking about the camera, there are a bunch of new features that are there in the camera and video recording. So let's go through them. So when you record a video or shooting a photograph, you have this smart camera shutter button which will auto decide based on the action you're doing. So this camera has a super steady video feature, that is the image stabilization, where you can see this clip here with the super steady video setting on and off. So if you have this on, this is how smooth it is, and without the super steady video feature, this is how the image can be kind of shaky. Talking about the zoom, it has 10x hybrid optical zoom and 100x super resolution zoom. This is the one which is the 100x super resolution zoom, and this also records at 8K. You can pull out stills from this 8K video at 33 megapixels. While recording a video, you can switch the cameras, like between front camera to back camera and back camera to front camera, which is not available in Apple iPhones. I don't know why. So far we have seen panoramas in horizontal mode, but now Samsung introduces a vertical panorama, so you can just hold the phone and raise it up and it will record a vertical panorama. For example, if you are recording a multi-storied building, so you just start recording and you raise the phone up and it records the vertical panorama. You can create your own filters. You can move the camera shutter button anywhere on the screen while clicking a photo. So while recording a photo, you can choose between recording a bust or a GIF or just a simple photo. And with the selfie mode, you can have these hand-free selfie gesture setup that let the camera take the photograph by itself. It can also scan QR codes to add contacts, go to web pages, add calendar events, and do a few more activities, like you can scan the QR code in the quick panel. You have vertical panorama. You have this hands-free Bixby. A few features that I feel that are missing are a dual SIM tray, which should have been there, a on-touch unlock that needs improvement, the 100x zoom that is a little blur, could have been better. When the box came in, it did not come in with a case or a wireless charger. those doesn't cost more than $10-20. They could have thrown in the box. So talking about the sound profile, when I want to mute the phone, I want to keep it in the vibrate mode for a particular window. So when you press and hold the volume option, it takes you to this page. So over here, as you can see, I can choose between the loud profile, a vibrate profile, and the mute profile. In the mute profile, it gives me an option to have a temporary mute profile, which when I turn it on, it asks me for how long do I want this mute profile to be on. But I would have preferred this for the vibrate profile as well, because I usually have my phone on vibrate from 9 to 5 Monday to Friday at work. So rather than keeping it on mute for a temporary window, I would have rather preferred to give it a good custom profile from Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, keep it on vibrate. I don't have to keep switching between options. So that's something I would look for. I'm going to send a feedback to Samsung. So this device is manufactured in Korea. It has 5000 mAh battery. It has 108 megapixel camera, a 12 megapixel and a 14 megapixel camera. It has a 2560 by 1440 pixel display at 60 Hz of refresh rate. If you want that 120 Hz of refresh rate, you have to drop the pixel to 1080p. It doesn't support 1440 with 120 Hz of display refresh rate. The screen size is 6.9 inch screen. This phone comes in 12 GB RAM and 16 GB RAM variants. This one is the 12 GB RAM one. The internal memory size comes in two choices, which is 128 gigs and 512 gigs, as well as the external memory card capacity is 1 terabyte. It records 8K videos. This supports 5G network. There are no more spilling displays on the sides, as you can see. I hope you are enjoying the video so far. When I compare it with the Samsung S9 Plus, it was still having some display on the sides. So you can no more have those side windows that you get in the previous versions. In fact, you do. You can still get those side displays. Now let's talk about the reverse charging. So initially I tested the reverse charging and it wasn't available, it wasn't working. So if you're trying to reverse charge a device from this Samsung device, you have to first go to the settings. You pull it down and click on this setting called wireless PowerShare. So the moment you hit that power, it shows you this pop-up, and then you can just put the phone down and charge any device from it. You can also charge the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus simply by placing them on the phone, and as you can see, they're charging. So this is a good feature for reverse charging. With 5000 mAh of battery, you want to have a little better use of it. Charge any other device wirelessly without having to worry about finding cables and everything. If the device supports wireless charging, this can be used. Okay, about the headphones that come with Samsung, I was checking my old S9 headphones. They were also made by AKG, and the new headphones that come with Samsung. Now the good part about Samsung is it's providing two type of headphones when you buy Samsung S20 Ultra. The first one are the wired headphones. So when I compared these wired headphones that come with S20 and compared them with the ones that I have with S9 Plus, the audio quality did have some improvement, but not a drastic difference. So this was good, and these new headphones, they come with USB-C port, as there's no more 3.5mm jack in the Samsung S20. They got rid of it. So if you have these headphones with 3.5mm jack, they're not very useful. So the new S20 Ultra, it comes with these wired headphones, and when I compared these wired headphones with the wireless Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, the quality was pretty good. Both of them have good quality. I wasn't able to find a good difference. I do not have any measuring tools. So these buds, they have 11 hours of playtime and up to 22 hours of total battery life. And the interesting part is when you pair these buds with your phone, the moment you open the case, it will tell you everything, which is your left bud battery capacity, your right bud's battery capacity, as well as your case battery capacity. So right now, as you could see, my case is closed here. The moment I open it, the phone will detect that you have a case with 7% battery, or both the buds are 100% charged. So I do not have to do anything. This was just one time pairing I had to do, and that too was pretty automatic. It detected the headphones, I just had to click connect. So the integration is pretty good. Samsung is improving on that part of integrating different devices and softwares and hardware. I like the touch on screen. I like the Face ID recognition configuration, which was pretty fast. I would say super fast. And that's pretty much it. So let me know if you found a different behavior, if you have any observations, if you want to share something that I have not captured, or if you have any additional questions that you want me to check in this device before you buy it, or if you want to compare something, and I'll make another review video for that. If you're looking to buy this product, I have given the product link in the video description, so you can click that link and buy the product, so that Amazon will give me some affiliate reference on that. So question of the day, how did you find this video? Was it useful? Let me know if this video was like exceeding your expectation, met expectation, or was it below expectation. And if you have any feedback or comments, put them down below for my future improvements. So hope to see you again in my next video. Till then, goodbye.